Greetings, loyal subscribers and honoured guests. So it's been ages really since I did a regular pickups video, and I'm not going to go over everything that I've had since the last time I did one of these, because that would take hours and hours really, because there's like a year or so of pickups. But I have built up quite a number of Switch pickups recently, so I just wanted to go over what I've got. There's a few super rare games in here and some other sort of recent releases that came out. I am still waiting for a couple more super rare games, such as Lil Gator Game and Tinykin, which I pre-ordered last week, but there is still a while before those are going to turn up, so I'm not going to wait for those to make the video. But the first one did arrive today actually. This is an older Super Rare Games release. It still hasn't sold out yet, but it was heavily discounted as part of Black Friday, and of course it's, I should mention what it is. It's Dicey Dungeons, and I haven't played this before, but games by Terry Kavanagh are very highly regarded. And it's a roguelike sort of deck builder which makes use of dice in the gameplay. Still sealed, I haven't opened it yet because it literally did come today. But from all accounts it's quite an addictive game, and I like this sort of game. Like Slay the Spire is another one that's quite addictive and you can sink loads of hours into. So yeah, I shall be trying that before too long. And some more Black Friday releases. This was from Funstock, who I normally just get my Evercade stuff from, but they do sell other games. And this is Valkyrian Arc High School Story 2. I recently picked up the first Valkyrian Arc digitally on a sale, and I liked the game. As it sounds like, it's a RPG, but it's also sort of a school building simulator where you train students into being heroes and send them out on quests and things and level them up. So it's quite an addictive gameplay loop, and this is the sequel, of course, and it just sort of improves everything, makes the graphics better and adds more elements to the gameplay, and basically makes it deeper and more interesting than the first game. So I'm looking forward to that. This next one is quite a massive first-party Nintendo release, and of course it is Super Mario RPG. I'm a huge fan of the Paper Mario and the Mario and Luigi series, but I've never played this all the way through. I've played it a little bit via emulation over the years, but it never came out in PAL regions, so it's not a cartridge I owned for my SNES back in the day. I think I did buy it on Wii Virtual Console, and Wii U transferred it over when you could do that for a couple of pounds, but I've never gone all the way through. It's something I have been meaning to sort of cross off my gaming backlog for a long time. So over the Christmas break I shall probably get into this one and finally cross it off my sort of bucket list of games that I should have played by now. Going back to Super Rare, this one I thought was very interesting. It's called the Akupara Collection, and this contains 3 indie games: Relic Hunters something DX, can't read that, Whispering Willows, and Cardboard Kings. I've only tried 2 of the 3 games so far. I tried Relic Hunters, which is a sort of twin stick shooter, and I was slightly disappointed actually in the way it plays. It didn't feel great. But Cardboard Kings, on the other hand, is a very interesting little game where you run a trading card shop. So you sort of buy used stock and new stock of trading cards, like Magic the Gathering type cards, off the internet on simulated places like eBay, and then you put them for sale in your shop, and punters walk in and browse and buy stuff, and based on various sort of market trends that happen, like if there's a new release in a certain set, or a certain card becomes ultra rare, then that can give you a boost in sales for the day. And it's quite addictive. I only intended to sort of check it out for, I don't know, 20 minutes or half an hour or so, and I spent well over an hour playing it while I was also listening to a stream on Twitch at the same time. So yeah, for the price, which works out at about £38 in English money, it's quite good value compared to most super rare releases, because you do get the 3 games. Whispering Willows I haven't touched yet, but I am sort of looking forward to that one as well. Next we have Here Comes Nico, and this is actually the collector's edition. Actually, if you just give me a minute, I'll just go and get it. So this is the actual box that the collector's edition came in, and there's all sorts of stuff in here, like a friendship book, which is cool. I'll see if I can get the top off without mucking about with it too much. Here we go. Right. So as you can see, there's a very nice book which there's all sorts of sections in it where you're supposed to get your friends to add a photo and write down the likes and dislikes, favourite food, dream job, best party activity, favourite song, stuff like that. And there's cute little things in here, like a whole sort of 2 pages of little frogs without any features on, and you're supposed to just doodle with your friends on there. And then yeah, there's a map of the world, and in here there's a soundtrack CD, the usual trading cards, a friendship coin, and some other bits and pieces. So yeah, I have played the game a little bit, and it's a platformer, sort of N64 style retro platformer, quite relaxed, not very challenging, but that's the sort of game that I like playing sometimes. As I'm getting older and my reaction times are starting to slow, I find myself gravitating towards easier games a little bit nowadays. So I'm just going to put this down here. Yeah, so that's Here Comes Nico, a recent release from Super Rare. And then we just move back into sort of more first party releases from Nintendo. WarioWare Move It, I've had a little go with this with my brother, and it works surprisingly well with all the motion controls. Some of them, the ways that it uses the Wiimote are really clever actually, and surprisingly works well, like I said, but it is quite exhausting to play because it's very active, and you'll end up making a bit of a tit of yourself dancing around and getting into all sorts of compromising positions due to the game and what it demands of you. But it seems like a very solid entry in the Wario series, and an improvement over the last one, which only came out about a year before this one. And then there's Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which I've tried a little bit of, but this might upset some people because people seem to be really hyping this game up and loving it, but it's left me a little bit cold. People are saying it's way better than the new Super Mario Bros. games that preceded it, the sort of 2D ones that they've made quite a lot of, but to be honest I don't really think it's that much better. Yeah, the sort of trippy wonder effects are quite cool, but I don't know, it doesn't, I'm not really into it like I feel I should be, to be honest, but anyway, I shall play it more and hopefully I'll come around to it in time, but there's so many other sort of big narrative games that I'm into at the moment that it's kind of fallen down the priority list quite a bit for me, so it might be a while before I go back to it. This one I picked up because Johnny Millennium, aka the Happy Console Gamer, did a review of this with his wife Kim actually, and it looked like my sort of game. It's a sort of Diablo style dungeon crawling action RPG by Marvelous. It's kind of loosely connected to the Story of Seasons games, I think, because it's got the same little cow in it, and yeah, it can get quite repetitive, as most sort of Diablo style hack and slash games can if you play too much of it at once, but I found it quite good. There's lots of character classes that you can switch to at any time and take them into the dungeons, so yeah, you can play around and switch things up as much as you want to, really. So yeah, I recommend looking at that one. And lastly is another game that I haven't got around to starting yet, and this is the recent remake of Star Ocean 2. I've tried the previous remake of Star Ocean 2 a little bit on the PSPs. So it's Second Evolution or something like that, I can't remember exactly. And I have completed First Departure, which was on the PSP as well. So I am looking forward to playing this one, and now I've got all the entries in the Star Ocean series in my collection, but I haven't played most of them. So yeah, I am a fan of the 2D HD 2D style that this game uses, and all the other sort of recent Square RPGs. So yeah, that's the Switch pile for now. So yeah, just a quick update on my other videos. I do plan on going back and finishing my remaining episodes of the PS3 collection. I've been ill a couple of times over the last few weeks actually, so I haven't really felt like editing together anything and yeah, getting it out there. But so I shall be doing the episodes that I sort of promised at the end of the last one, which is Short Piece, and then I had 4 more planned. One of those games might end up changing because I tried to get into Eternal Sonata and got a few hours in, and I kind of messed up by not buying any sort of healing items in the early towns, and now I'm sort of at a point where I've made life difficult for me because it's a surprisingly challenging game, and I'm kind of in a place where there's no way to heal, and I've used up all my healing items and I'm a bit stuck, so I might have to restart that one over and do better, stock up on healing stuff early and grind some levels out, and then do an episode about that one at a later date. But there's plenty of other PS3 games that I could make videos about instead. So yeah, I'm going to leave you there and say thank you for watching if you have done all the way through. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not and you enjoyed this. But I'll see you in the next one, and in the meantime, take care.